Alright, you guys, welcome to TheCorner, where we talk about anime, manga, and everything in between. What are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about High School DXD. And as you can see, my background has changed once again. I am just getting settled into my parents' house for once and getting things situated for my own personal means. I will discuss this with people, but not at this moment in time. Anyways, we're going on about my super binge watch from season 2 to 3 of High School DxD in the first place. So let's get this going because it was a very ecchi harem anime, and I'm going to give you a forewarning. Do not forget the headphones. Not for this video, but for this anime. And this is why. Apparently, there are so many inappropriate noises. I didn't think about it in season 1 because I watched it back at my apartment. But now that I'm here at my parents', I realized it was extremely inappropriate and something that should not be listened to without the headphones. Trust me, they thought I was watching porn. I had to beg with them and tell them it's not porn, and it didn't help that if I turned my laptop, they would see a naked woman on my screen. I couldn't. It doesn't work out. If they ask you if it's porn or not, you can't defend it because it's naked girl. There's nothing going on, honestly, but it's a borderline hentai in the first place, and it's just like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Give me a sign! I'm not joking. It happened. Cry. Anyways, in this anime, we have to follow our hero, and the only person I can really remember is one person, and you'll know here in a second. The names aren't not going to be here, and I'm very sorry about that. I was kind of watching this while making this area my own and trying to move things in, just to make sure I continue on with a good binge watch at one point in time, and this really did help pass the time. So, without further ado, sorry about that, we have this anime, which is a very ecchi harem anime. It's, we follow a hero who is a very perverted guy, which I have a theory on in the first place, because in my first review on this, he was a pretty perverted guy, and he got transformed into a demon as time went on. And as time went on after that, he became even more and more perverted, which makes me think that he is actually the sin, lust. He is the sin lust. He gains his power from lust in the first place, out of one of the deadly sins. So I feel he is a deadly sin in the first place. And when he got that whole situation happening, and it would explain why his most powerful emotion is lust in the first place. But then again, it could be just explained because he's a teenage boy, but that's not really the point. We move from that, because I digress, to a situation where he is trying to protect the people that are around him in the end, and that's the most important part about this character. He really doesn't change much from when he gets turned into a demon to way later into the seasons. He stays true to himself, and the characters, and it's one of the reasons I really like this anime. He continues on going through battle after battle, and fixing the girls' past, pretty much, and coming back and helping them out. When we meet a new bishop who is actually a little boy who dresses like a little girl, so he is kind of like a trap loli. No, literally, he's a trap loli. It's weird to say that because you wouldn't think a loli would be a trap, but he's a trap loli. That's really weird, and he's creates this strong team and strong thing of togetherness when it came down to it, and all the girls start to love him and want to be with him. And the one character that changed the most, and why she stays so prominent in my head for a name, is Kanako. Kanako really changes extremely after he's helps her out with her past and gets her to overcome it. It becomes a big thing. He saves her. She becomes, we find out she's a Nico in the first place, and she starts to act like a cat who loves her master, and starts laying on our main character, and just starts to love him. And it's a completely different side to her that we've ever seen. It's the biggest change out of any of the characters we see in the first place, because every other character kind of stays the same after the past has been solved, except for the girl that said she was a lesbian and decided that she was going to try to get with the main character, which I guess harems tend to happen like this, and it becomes a big deal, but not the point. Our hero starts to build off his red dragon power through his lustfulness and his ability to care about others and throw himself into extreme rage. Which I guess could have relieved him to the rage then, but no, it still is a lesson because it's the best one he has that he has absolute control over in the first place. And it only happens once when he goes into complete rage and loses control, so it's a balance thing. So we hit a great point where he builds up so much power that he's able to take on almost anybody with his break. And it's a really cool thing that ends up happening where he can fully armor at any point in time and still boost his power and still be able to be all powerful and almighty and taking down devils, gods, and anything that's really in his way. We get Norse mythology in here. We get angels and demons. We get leviathans. We get every bit of mythology in the first place. Every little bit. And the thing that we didn't get to see so far is Egyptian mythology and Greek mythology, and I'm sure in later seasons it's going to have those at some point in time, because it just doesn't seem like it wouldn't. Like, it just has to have it. But I digress again, and I tend to do that a lot when it comes to an anime I really enjoy. But anyways, he ends up fighting a lot of different situations, fallen angels and stuff, and it makes him a lot stronger, and he gets a lot of help. And I think what it's ended up happening is he's going to be the reason that these mythologies and religions just come together into one entity and become a whole, because that seems to be what's going on. They're building an army to save the human world from destruction, Armageddon, just those type of end of the world scenarios. And obviously in this world, which, spoiler alert for anybody that doesn't want to know, you should probably fast forward about 30 seconds or so. So yeah. Anyways, spoiler alert. God's dead, the devil's dead. They're both dead in this anime. So it's literally a chaotic moment in time. Things just seem to be chaotic, but they're roaming through this chaos with just like by the skin of their teeth, pretty much, and it becomes a really big thing. But I tend to keep going on about certain things, and I probably shouldn't at this point. Season 2 and 3 had a very great flow to it, and the storyline doesn't stop. I don't think I've ever even watched one episode where it was a filler episode without it actually having storyline placed into it. And that is the biggest thing about this. It may be ecchi, it may be comedy up to a point, but it never diverts from that. It never diverts from the story in general, and it never makes too much fun of it. And it never gets too ecchi to the point where it's lacking in it. It shows a great fusion when it comes down to the prospects I like to talk about. Not too suspenseful, not too comedic, I guess. Not too ecchi. Well, these kind of go to the extreme on ecchi, no matter how I look at it. But compared to what it offers, it has it in it. It doesn't drag it out. And it pushes the storyline on a good pace. And that's what makes it feel good anime for me, I guess. It's probably the god of ecchi harems, because it is the most ecchiest harem I've watched yet. And I feel you guys are just giving me ecchier and ecchier harems until I hit a hentai. And I'm going to tell you guys, If you guys give me hentai, I don't know how to say this, but it won't be a very prosperous review. Because I'll be like, it's a hentai. Go home. Be gone with it. I'll give it some detail or something, but my point being though, it seems like you guys are getting me closer and closer to that hentai line. It's just like, I have got people that hear me listen to this because I don't have headphones. You know. This anime is a really good anime though. Like I was saying, great storyline flow. The artwork's even is really good as well. I mean, you get to see a lot of panties, a lot of boobs in this anime as well when it comes down to it. But the art of honestly, I'm not trying to be perverted here, but the art just is can't say big words right now. The art of the woman's body and how the boobs just kind of jiggle and stuff like that, and how everything just is formed on the woman's body in this anime is really proportionate and really good actually, and pretty enjoyable when you think about it. I caught myself being like, oh, yes, yes, because it was really human-like in the end. The artwork really did come out to be pretty well. I mean, there are some bodies of females that are a little weird, but it's not much pop. It's kind of harder to draw a woman without breasts than it is to draw a woman with breasts, I guess. And when you get to the smaller boobed breast girls, I guess it's a little bit harder to actually get that into detail. And I think they go a little bit too overboard when it comes to the women's breasts on here. Oh God, I'm talking about breast. What has my life come to? Oh, the artist drawing a breast is what I'm talking about right now. Wow. Anyways, but it was drawn pretty well in the first place. The storyline went well, something happened, this happened, that happened, and blah! Time stops. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review because I enjoyed doing this review because this anime was really good in the first place. I do recommend it. I do not recommend it for people under the age, wink, wink, but I do recommend it to anybody old enough to watch it. Other than that, please wear the headphones while watching this anime because you're going to need it. And until the next time, you guys, have a great day and a fun one as well. Hey guys, thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you press the like button below. If you have any comments, the same thing goes for there. Leave your comment below. If you guys have not subscribed yet, make sure you guys press the subscribe button right over here. And my latest videos are right over here if you want to continue on my reviews. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great day and a fun one.